should get on to the topic at hand because we only got about good 3 seconds before this.
Right, before it gives out on us.
Oh my gosh.
Well, today's topic was supposed to be sex education.
Like our experiences with sex ed.
Yeah.
Well,
I remember I said the dumbest shit when I was in 7th grade because I missed the class, and the teacher said, "What comes out of the vagina?" My dumbass said, "Pee." I didn't know the vagina was a different.
to be fair, that's not something most people know, unfortunately.
I was all of 13 and had missed the day of class. She said, "You don't come out of the vagina." I was like, "How was I supposed to know?" I don't see that.
It generally feels like it comes out from there.
I mean, I don't know any other sensation from down there at this point in my life.
Fair is fair.
Well, that's my experience with sex ed. That is burned into my skull for the rest of my life. I would never be able to forget that moment.
That
I was traumatized.
is hilarious.
What comes out of the vagina, Shailisha?
Pee, apparently.
People generally, or rather, they genuinely believe that.
I'm sure.
I mean, to be honest, when you're 13, that's a fair assumption. So you can't be mad about that.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching the Melanie Martinez visual album movie thing she did, and it's like it's K through 12, so they're showing different stages of the main character's life. And one of the stages, she was, I'm guessing, like 7th, 8th grade, and she goes, "Did you guys know there were 2 holes down there?" And the girl goes, "You didn't know you had a butthole?" And she's like, "No, I mean, it's like you don't know the information when you're like."
Oh, boy.
So like, it made me feel better about thinking pee came out of your vagina.
It made you feel better?
Look, I was 13, and for learning that the entirety of your area down there isn't the vagina. There's like a hole that's the vagina. Then you have your urethra and some labia, and it's a lot going on down there.
That's my new favorite Shailisha quote. You will never be able to live that down now. You should not have.
That's pretty general though. That's not even something wild.
You think all you know is pee and poop. That's all you know when you're a child.
Yeah.
That's all you should know when you're a child.
I mean, of course, it's a very small hole, so it's not like a gaping wide tube up or down there that you can see. So obviously,
that's terrifying. I'm just imagining somebody walking.
That's actually where your queefs come from. I'm just kidding. That's a joke.
I've never experienced that.
What?
The what?
I don't think I've ever experienced that.
I feel like you're lying.
Yeah, I think you're lying.
Yes, I'm not lying.
There's no way that a fart didn't try and sneak up into the vagina. There's no way.
Or at least you were wearing pants that were too tight, and it was like, oh, only one way to go, and that's up.
There's no way.
It's clear that Shailisha does nothing about sex ed, giving her response in 7th grade. Let's not come for her when she doesn't.
So did you not? Have you not, or did you realize you were wrong?
I may have, thinking about the way you worded it. I'm thinking of like when people say they queef, it's like, oh, you're engaging in intercourse of some sort. Victoria.
She got so mad that she didn't admit it to you.
That she left.
Please.
We got 5 minutes.
Oh, what did I say?
We got 5 minutes.
Oh. You should buy her again.
I feel like I did. I feel like we should just compile all of this into one.
Oh, definitely. Oop.
What's piled together as our podcast? It should be called Trial and Error.
Trial and Error. That's the podcast name.
Yeah, or the first episode of the podcast, because each of us has tried. Collectively, we have about 20 minutes of podcast.
Hey, yo, meet this app in the first hand. Like, word to my mother. Oh my god.
Word to my mother.
But so Shazita, that was your sex ed experience.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Then having to go home with the penis diagram. I knew more about a penis than a vagina. It sounds
Which
weird.
that's the patriarchy.
It is. My mom taught me what a penis was when I was 4 years
I just
old.
feel like
she
you should know about the vagina first, considering that's probably what's down there.
Right. It's interesting because she was like, oh, the boys have a penis, the girls have a vagina. But she didn't explain to me the vagina wasn't the entirety of everything down south.
Yeah.
So, if my dumb ass in 7th grade was like, oh yeah, pee. And she was like, penis has a vagina. She'd have to embarrass me like that. She really had to embarrass me like that. But
Yeah, she.
I was in the front of the classroom, front and center. Literally, there was 3 rows of desks. Or 3 rows of desks and like 6, 7 desks going back, because this is when we had to leave class to go to sex ed during class. Yeah. And I was sitting in the middle, the front of the middle row, and she said that I remember just sinking into my seat as much as I could, because I was always a big kid. Those seats were small. So,
hey, yo, this is a messed up question, not necessarily related to sex ed, just middle school in general. Shailisha, which actually we might have all experienced it. Did y'all ever get stuck in desks?
Yeah.
yes.
And the desk was coming with you, and you were like, I gotta put this back. Like, I can't.
It's like, you just sit back down with everybody else to leave while you and then struggle out.
You gotta suck in and slide out.
I'm like traumatized by that. I said traumatized twice. Somebody's gonna get triggered by that. You don't know real trauma. First of all, yes.
You're over here fighting with an imaginary person.
You don't understand. That's my trauma. I think I'm crazy.
Oh gosh.
But
Okay. So I have to coddle my dog so she doesn't bark during this podcast. So now she's laying on my arm, staring me in my eyes, and I don't know why.
She's like, so you think pee comes from the vagina, huh?
She's like 7.5 weeks old. She can't judge.
You don't know that.
She knows.
She probably does. Dogs mature faster because they grow up faster.
You're right.
Hey, you.
So, do you want to go next, or you want me to go?
I feel like you kind of already know my story, so you can help me.
I don't.
But you can go.
Okay. Well, okay. Well, I have a couple stories. The first. Oh wait, is it still recording? Let me check first.
Yes, we can still hear you.
Okay, it looks like it's still recording. The first, actually, my first sex ed story starts like way before I was even in sex ed. Do you remember when they sent the babies home?
Yes.
Okay. Zaina got the baby, and so did Devon, right? I didn't take the baby home when it was time for me to take sex ed because I didn't want to, but Zaina did. And when I tell you, the treatment of this child was like, hey, yo, you bet not. You better not have because you cannot be a mom. Like, this is terrible. Like,
no, it was that bad.
I distinctly remember the baby was crying, and then we both looked at the baby, and we just left the room. We just walked away.
No!
I was 4 years younger than her. I was 10, probably.
But I guess I get it. Why they're like, oh, let's give you a baby so you know what it's like. But you're 13. You're like, I'm gonna go get on MySpace and try to figure out why Derek don't like me. But why does he like Sarah?
Exactly. That's exactly.
Does MySpace have the answers you need?
Yep.
I mean, I was too young for MySpace. My mom literally told me I couldn't have one, but I made a fake email and it still didn't work out. So
I kind of want to know how that worked out. What do you mean it didn't work out? What does that mean?
Literally, I have a distinct memory of my cousin being like, okay, so we'll put in an email. He made up an email on the spot. Like, on the spot. Didn't sign into Yahoo. Was it Hotmail back then? Or, like, AOL. God, I feel a little old. I'm not old, but, like, I feel a little aged by that. Like, AOL. And so we didn't make it an email or nothing. He just put, like, Pretty Princess or, what was it called? Or Cheetah Girl something or another at AOL.com. And used that as my email and the password. And I've never, ever been able to figure out what that was. So that was a short-lived triumph when I was like 6.
Hey, your cousin's the GOAT, though. He really was like,
Yeah, he was like, "Look, I got you." Although my mom said I could have one, he was like, "Okay, lock into the computer anyway." It was great. Cousins are great.
Second story. Well, I guess basically, okay. You remember everybody used to say I looked like the sex ed teacher. Do you remember that?
I remember you telling me about it. I don't remember anybody ever saying it to me.
Oh, well, in my sex ed class, I would get made fun of because apparently I looked like the sex ed teacher. I didn't, but apparently I looked like her.
Either way, she was pretty.
She was pretty, but I like when you're young, you don't want to be compared to the sex ed teacher. Like,
or any teacher.
I get it. It's the way you said it, though. I
don't want to be like she was beautiful. Like we still go to the same church to this day, but like I did not.
You should be like, hey, Rochelle, you should thought. Damn it, Victoria.
The sex ed teacher took her out.
He was like,
excuse me? Oh, here we go.
This could be a solid 45 seconds of laughing.
Yeah. Whew. Speaking of sex ed, my womb hurts because period won't come.
I'm so sorry.
It's good.
It doesn't sound good. Oh, hey!
I don't understand.
You're feeling too much tea.
I don't know what you just said.
I said, I don't understand.
He sure did say, I understand.
Stand was so clear. That was the clearest part of everything you said.
This is terrible.
But okay, try it again. Or not.
Hello?
Y'all hear me better? Okay.
Yeah.
Now finish telling us your story about hair.
Yeah, we only have 5 seconds.
Right? Yeah, you have about 2.5 seconds.
Okay, good to know. Basically, so we had to take a test. I thought this was like way, way back when I thought I was going to be a nurse. I don't want to be a nurse, and I never will be a nurse.
Clearly.
But basically, she was like, label the vagina. I did not know how to label the vagina because I did not pay attention. So I just circled the whole vagina and wrote vagina next to it.
Oh my gosh.
See, that's what I'm saying.
And then she handed it back and was like, hey, yo, what? She was like, you didn't even try. I was like,
I did try. This is the best.
I labeled
the vagina?
And you telling me this is wrong? Prove to me that I'm wrong. I want to see.
She has the nerve to hand it back and be like, okay, well, I want you to try again. I was like, okay. So I recircled it.
Circle the next one.
I kid you not, I recircled it. I was a dick. I reassembled it and wrote more space vagina. Like,
More space.
What does that even mean?
like because the circle was bigger than the one before. Before I circled it, it was like I just circled the vagina. I circled the white space around the vagina. She gave me a 70.
I might have failed you for that one.
I probably would have gave you an A and been like, but you know what?
I'm scared for you.
Because it's funny. You only got an A because it was funny. I'd be a bad teacher.
Me too. I really would be showing favoritism, like make me laugh, little nigga. We'll see what you get. Like,
that would be me. Like if you made me laugh, you already a straight A student.
that's funny.
It's like I enjoy your presence. You get it.
I enjoy your presence. You get to live for today.
Before today.
I won't sacrifice.
And then you keep like a little jar. I would, first of all, love to be a teacher of like younger kids. I'm saying like kindergarten, first, second grade. So keep a little jar of just like ashes from like a fireplace or even like sand and be like, yeah, this is the ashes of the children who didn't live.
Oh my god.
It just messed with them. I don't know. I love kids, but mostly because they will believe anything you say. Shouldn't traumatize other children.
Yeah, maybe that's what you shouldn't do.
But it seems so fun. Kiana's got to tell us about her sex ed.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't really I took sex ed like when everybody else took sex ed, but you didn't really there was no baby involved and none of that. Like they just told you the usual don't have sex because you'll get pregnant and die. So
That's the order.
in that order.
Don't have sex, you get pregnant and die.
So my mom actually staged a sex ed. Sex
yeah.
class, and I think that's what Victoria. She was there.
I was there.
Oh, the thing that I missed.
Yeah. So here's what happened, right?
It was one.
It's a little. It was the fact that it was in the middle of the.
She was so
it was. Oh, that was perfect timing. Is she mad? If this ain't the most bullshit. I can hear her voice.
I do.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back.
That's some bullshit.
That's great. I'm amused.
Anyway, so it was me, Tania, Victoria, and my mom. And we were in our dining room table, and she was just telling us about sex ed, and she was asking so are any of you guys masturbating? And we had to look at each other and we're like, I mean, yeah.
What's that?
I mean, yeah, I guess so. We tried it once or twice or whatever. And she's like, okay, good.
Is that what that was?
And she's like, okay, good. That's good. I mean, you're at that age you should be. And so then that's the story about how I got my first vibrator. Because she whipped out a vibrator and gave it to me.
Yeah.
And then
I'm sorry, but I told my mom about a vibrator. I thought she was gonna have a meltdown.
Why?
Because first of all, she was like, "You have a vibrator? Is it shaped like a penis?" No, Mom. I was like, "It's not. It's an outside." I don't even want to know. I don't want to see it. And she's left the room. I don't know. Every time we bring it up, every time I brought it up or she brought it up, she would start the conversation and it ended as soon as she started it. I'm like, "Do you want to know?"
I literally suggested a vibrator to my mom and got her to buy it.
No, my mom, we have other conversations with my mom and vibrators. It's the funniest thing.
Yeah.
She does not approve.
Not approved. Well,
So I just had to interject because I thought it was funny because your mom whipped out one as like happy birthday. And mom was like, "Is it shaped like a penis?"
speaking of penis, she's like, "I'm gonna teach you how to put on a condom." And we're like, "Okay." And so, and then she just whips out this dildo.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yes, I'm talking about you. About the sex ed class that you did.
I thought that was a very informative.
I think it was very informative, and everyone loved it, and we await more of your time.
I'm sorry I missed it.
Because I think you ladies are probably much more advanced than I am at this point.
But she whips out the dildo and places it on the table.
Wait, the suction cup.
And we're like, oh. And this is my favorite part that I remember. This is the best part. She said, "Oh, don't worry, this is too small for me." Yes,
my mom was just
you
super
said it's
conservative. I would
small
die.
for me. The little white dildo that you pulled out. The practice dildo that you pulled out. You just sure did say that, Mom.
For you?
No, for you.
Oh, for me?
Yes, you're like, oh, I didn't use this. Too small for me anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Exactly.
I don't understand.
I did say that.
You did say that. I know.
Yes, I agree. I did say that.
Thank you for agreeing. I mean, oh my god. Anyway, that was the best part, and then she told us how to put on a condom and all of that, and that's really all it came down to. And also talked about lube and stuff and guys and life and like
it's like the talk I had with you girls.
It's not like porn, and
it's like the talk I had with you girls on your birthday when we were growing up. I don't remember what that talk was about, but I know it was one of those.
Yes. So that's sex ed education story.
I learned more from Kiana's mom in that 30 minutes than I did in anything that Haley had ever.
All this Haley taught me is that pee didn't come out of the vagina.
My mom did teach me that the pee does not come out the vagina.
At least your mom had taught me that before I embarrassed myself.
She let you censor yourself.
Until I embarrassed myself in the 7th grade, I wish your mom had taught me that.
Yeah. I'm sorry you had to miss it.
It's alright.
Maybe we'll have another one.
I want this to happen.
Hey, yo, Ma, you willing to do another one?
What?
You willing to do another one?
Sex education?
Yeah.
You don't need it.
I always need it. What you
You
mean?
don't need it.
Yes, I
Stop
do.
playing. You watch more porn. Well, not more than me, but I mean,
What?
y'all watch.
Wow!
Nah.
Y'all got the base.
It's Victoria and
Victoria
Shalisha.
was there.
I know. Shalisha
I
wasn't.
wasn't.
Shalisha,
Yes, ma'am.
girl. Like, life, you need that sex ed. Girl,
Nah, it's for the other stuff. It's for
what
the
other
more.
stuff? Girl, look,
I feel like you have more skills than
She
us.
said we feel like you have more skills than us.
I'm older than you. I should.
I mean,
Fair point.
I can't teach you all my. No, I can't teach you those stuff.
You can't teach us the secrets.
What? What?
Right, what are you doing?
She sounds genuinely flabbergasted.
It's a cute shirt on you.
I thought it was cute.
It is cute.
Little did I know I was going to do this.
It's okay, Mom. You don't gotta wear the girdle. You don't have to.
Oh, I ain't wearing a girdle. I can barely breathe now. You're talking about put on a girdle. Girl, bye.
Know that.
Oh, damn, fat Rose, you talking about girdle.
Gotta be on the podcast now.
I am happy about that, actually.
Anyway, that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Look, sis, that's the best story to speak to. You didn't have to do the baby thing, though?
Nah, I didn't have to do the Ma!
What?
Did you have to do the baby thing?
What baby thing?
Like in sex education, where you had to
I
take
didn't even
home.
have a damn sex education.
You
I didn't.
didn't?
No.
They didn't. Okay.
No, I did not. Hey, have sex education.
They didn't make you do the baby thing?
Yeah, I didn't even know that I had a separate vagina hole from the pee hole. What are
You're
you
not
talking
the
about?
only
Wait a minute.
There?
I left.
I no longer feel bad, okay?
I was just below the belly.
Oh,
Like
nice.
a hole opened up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, that shit hurt. When you bend down.
Oh my god.
So
Oh my
so
god.
baby clown. Ain't no damn baby clown.
Answers.
Baby clown.
Ain't no damn baby.
That's my answer.
Hey, yo, bro, let me see that baby clown. Like,
Right.
Oh, yes. There we go.
Thank you.
I-
so much.
No problem.
listen, I took the baby home in 7th grade, but I also had to take it home again in my senior year. I took early childhood education. But the first time around, I think my baby was broken. It cried all the time, and then it always stopped crying when I ignored it in 2 hours. And then 10th grade, that's a grade. My senior year, I got 100 because I was at that point I was 18, and no 18-year-olds don't know how to take care of children. Not all of them, but I was more well aware of how to take care of a child than when I was 12 and a half.
Yeah, I didn't take that little nigga home. I didn't want it, so.
I wanted it so bad. I got a Hispanic baby. Her name was Elaine or something like that.
So what did you have to do? Like, what is taking the baby home consist of?
They give you like a little bracelet so they recognize you're the parent, and you gotta carry it around with you. They give you a little bottle. But for me though, they just gave me several sensors labeled bottle. Like it was funny. I just had little squares that they said bottle or pacifier or something on it. And then when I got to high school, they actually gave me an actual bottle with a sensor, actual diaper with a sensor. And the baby cries, you gotta figure out why the baby's crying. So first you put the thing on, you put the bracelet to the baby's back so it recognizes you as mom, and then now it's time for you to figure it out. So you hold the baby, you rock the baby, doesn't stop crying. You change first. I would do first. I would change the diaper. If that didn't work, okay. I would give it food. If that didn't work, okay. Then sometimes it's just fussy. You gotta rock it till it calms down. So that's also what I did. I remember the night before I had to turn it back in, I stayed up all night long to make sure that baby didn't cry. I was not about to mess up my grade. That baby slept in a stroller because they gave us like a little car seat carrier.
Yeah.
The baby slept in that car seat carrier thing.
Okay.
So it was a lot, honestly. It was a whole fucking lot. It wasn't even fun. I was just like, I don't want no kids. I do want kids, but I don't want no kids.
Me, no. She gave me a C for the year, for the semester.
Because you circled.
Well, you know she's mad. I can't do it.
This is phenomenal. I am enjoying myself. this is obviously not a clean cut podcast if you want it, but I feel like as we progress,
Yeah.
we'll get better at it. But I feel like we should post what we had and just keep going because people will fall in love with our nonsense. Like, oh, they're cute and quirky.
They're quirky.
What are we talking about? Sorry, I just spent the
So
last.
you got a 70 for the whole year. I mean, you got a C for the whole year. And I said because you circled the vagina, it said vagina.
And then said,
Well, no, she gave me the C because she told me she gave me the C specifically because I refused to take the baby.
But it was voluntary. You didn't have to take that baby.
She was like, "Oh, I expected more from you as a girl to take the baby."
See, I hate that. That's also something we gotta stop. We should be
why do they feel like all girls want to have children?
They don't. I mean, I want to have like 12. Okay, I want at least 2. But like,
I
that's not everybody's dream.
want to have any.
And
that's-
Victoria wants 6.
Yeah, I stand on the fact that I want 6 kids, but like, I shouldn't have been forced. Like the fact that she said that was like, okay. Even my mom was like, okay, like, hey,
That's-
You better, is it like, what? No.
That's
like,
like the teacher.
I was like, what?
A what?
A walk. It's like the gym teacher in high school when Kaya she broke the hockey stick over Tania's ankle. This man's response was "Boys will be boys," and I have never been so angry in my life. I was still angry looking back at it. Like how?
Wait,
dare
what
you?
did he say?
He broke. Boys will
No,
be
but what
boys. He broke a
did
hockey
the
stick
boy
over
do?
Tania's ankle. He broke a hockey stick over Tania's ankle. We had to take
Broke
her to the
a hockey
office
stick
to get
over
ice.
Mia's ankles, and he said, "Boys will be boys."
Boys will
That's
be
why you get a brick.
That's
Get
why.
a brick. You get a piece of brick, a piece of stone in a sock, or you get a whole bunch of rocks and you put it inside a sock,
Yeah.
and then you say bitches will be bitches, and you slap the shit out of this nigga. Who the fuck? I can't.
What?
What are you laughing
I
for?
don't. I look. Because that pissed me off. I was like, I will bleed all over your floor. We gonna tell me girls? I'm girls will be
Because
girls.
it's true.
Shit. I'm playing around.
She was telling us about how their gym teacher, like this boy broke a hockey stick over Tania's ankle, and she had to go to the emergency office.
And where was her father?
And the teacher was like, "Boys will be boys." And
No
so,
problem. I have something for you. I have something for you. Boys will be boys.
I fight children, is what she said.
What? You think I don't?
It's like,
My teeth are more secure than yours. Yours will come out. Mine ain't going nowhere. So go ahead if you want to fight. Listen, I told people in the nursing home, don't scratch me.
Oh.
Or you try to hit me, don't do that because I hit harder. You
Oh,
want to
God.
try? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I was sorry. I broke your ankle. I said, oh, it's a wrap. I'm losing all this shit. Going to fucking jail. Going to jail now.
damn it.
What?
I mean, I feel like this was the best reaction.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what you
What happened? Okay, I gotta. You couldn't count this. I've done it before. I forgot what was happening. Something was happening at work. I was at that place, and I don't know if it was you or somebody called from my mom. Something happened. I said, I gotta leave. Somebody come take me. Okay, what happened? I said, well, I mean, I don't know if it's right now. I said, I have to leave. So you have a choice. You can either come count this drawer, or you catch the keys where I throw them down because I'm leaving. What do you want to do?
Wow.
Well,
Make your
Choices you have. Because
Yeah.
what I'm doing is leaving. I'm leaving regardless. Keep right here, or they won't. But I'm going.
and she left. That's very cute
It's,
dress.
it's not just shorts.
Sure. It's
Shorts.
cute.
Except my whole damn gut.
I know. They should have never did Tania like that.
They shouldn't have. I imagine this they had to give her crutches because she had a huge thing of ice around her ankle.
They had to give her crutches.
Yeah, they gave her a crutch so she could walk up the stairs. I don't know because they had her entire ankle.
There's a piece missing from that story.
That's
crazy.
Whoo! And no one could
That's
just,
craziness. That's pure unadulterated
no one could,
craziness.
you
Where
know,
was our father? How can our father come up there and rearrange somebody's face?
someone needed to be rearranged.
Yeah, it was because we were playing. What were we playing? Obviously, we were playing hockey or some form of hockey in PE.
She finna fight this app.
To just oh, bless her heart.
Wait, what happened? While we wait for her?
Oh, we were playing some form of hockey. You know, in high school when they're like, "Oh, we're playing hockey," but they bring out those foam faux leather balls to roll around and hit with hockey sticks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
obviously got really competitive. They're running around, and Kyle Quashie hits the ground. It knocks Tania's ankle. Like it hits her ankle and breaks. So
Did he do it on purpose?
I don't think it was not obviously on purpose. My issue wasn't with Kyle Quashie. It was
Yeah.
the teacher being like, "Oh, boys will be boys." Instead of, hey, Kyle, that was too aggressive. You gotta sit out. Looking at Tania as a female and looking at me, and I was like, "Yo, he just broke this over. Boys will be boys."
Yeah. It's not really.
And me and what's his name? Josh Dorman's twin brothers, Clayton. Me and Clayton walked Tania to the office and had to get she had to get iced up. And they gave her a crutch so she could get to class. She had to get on the elevator and everything.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm still pissed.
That's so. And when did this happen?
9th grade. I was 15. So it's almost 7 years later, and I'm still fucking pissed. Like, how the fuck dare you, Victoria? Oh my god!
Please. Oh god.
Press the button. That was my fault.
Damn it, Victoria.
I didn't know that the X-Men would kick me up.
I didn't mean to press it. I literally was trying to put my phone down and my thumb hit the button.
Literally said finish recording. Talking about some boys will be boys, like that to this day. It's like, fuck you and your confidence of saying some bullshit like that. Kyle Quashie just sat his ass on the corner. He should have walked me into the office and told him what he did.
Did he ever apologize?
Like,
what was that going on? He didn't say anything?
He didn't apologize. He did not apologize because he didn't feel like he had to, because the teacher didn't call him out. He may have apologized. I was just in blind fury. But I don't recall him kind of like, "Oh, I'm sorry."
I just feel like even if it was an accident and you were into it, but you still that's pretty normal to apologize for hurting someone by accident. I don't know what's with people. No matter what, even if it's during a competition or a game, if you hurt someone, you have
to say you're sorry. Like I said, he very well may have said sorry, but like I told you, I was in such blind fury. I was like, "Yo, you just not only hit my best friend and broke her over her ankle, but upon me telling the coach, like, yo, her ankle's hurt, Kyle broke this over her ankle," his answer is, "Boys will be boys." So I'm double filled with blind fury, walking down the hallway like, no, this man the fuck did not. This is when I was getting to myself and really cursing. Just dropping F-bombs everywhere like I do now. I'm still the same person I was 6 years ago.
Nothing has changed.
So cool. Nothing has changed except my vocabulary and the way in which I use the word fuck. But
only so many options, but
you'd be surprised when you read a dictionary how you can integrate the word fuck. That's neither here nor there. That's what we're talking about. Like I said, did a blind theory. I don't remember Kyle apologizing.
Research this in the dictionary for what reason?
And I don't remember Kyle actually explicitly apologizing. It could have been like a one-off. "Oh, I'm sorry," type of thing. But like I said, my anger's not at
ignore the question.
It was at the teacher who let that be normalized.
Dictionary, Shalisha.
It was at the teacher who let it be
Why
normalized.
did you research this?
And just
Hey, Shalisha.
didn't say anything about it.
Hey, Shalisha.
Huh? Yeah.
Why did you research that in the dictionary?
So anyway, next topic.
Oh, I got the next topic. So so while I was at school, right, I saw something weird, and I need to get your opinion on it.
I'm excited.
What?
Nothing. Continue.
What?
Okay.
I said I'm excited.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought you said.
Yeah, I didn't know it. But anyway, so I saw something mad weird when I was going to class, and I'm like, kind of disgusted, but I feel like, should I be disgusted? You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it starts with it's hard to explain. Okay. It starts with Shalisha refusing to answer why she looked this up in the dictionary.
You know what's funny though? You know what's funny?
What?
I fucking do it. Well, she gonna say something about me not talking about the dictionary. And lo and behold, she fucking did. But bravo, your acting was phenomenal. I give you points for
That
that.
really was some good acting. I was sitting over here like, oh, I'm excited.
It
That's cool, man.
I knew what you were doing. I full on knew exactly what you were doing. I was just waiting for it. But it was good. It was staged very well. I appreciate that shit.
No.
But I'm gonna answer the fucking question.
I feel like we should get some sort of answer for that performance.
I don't owe you nothing.
That's true, but
It's like
however, I still feel like we need to have a compromise. So you can give me half an answer.
I just look up everything for no reason. I'm a very curious child, and I always have been.
Okay.
That's fair. We'll take that.
Sounds fake, but all right.
Right.
I mean, you'd be surprised at things I know. All the places you will go.
So anyway, like the actual topic, how do y'all feel about like intense public affection? Because I was on my way to class, and like I was actually going to tell a story, but I had to sneak that in. And well, I was on the bus because I have to park my car and take the bus to the school and stuff because I'm not going to pay $300 to park on campus. Like, you have me confused.
I still have to pay $100 to park on campus. I don't even fucking drive yet.
Exactly. So, and there's just this couple there on the bus with all these people, and you could just tell everybody was getting uncomfortable because they were like holding each other and they were over there making out and like nuzzling, and it's like, do I have to look there? No, I don't have to look at them. However,
but when you hear these sounds,
it's like you. So anyway, how do y'all feel about that?
For me, because I have like secondhand embarrassment. Like, if people don't feel embarrassed by the things that they do, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I know that personally I would never do that. I don't care how in love I am. I don't care how close me and my boyfriend are, this, that, and the other. Nigga, we wait until we get home, and then I'ma love on you. But like, for right now, I may hold your hand, I may lay on your shoulder, or I may sit like I don't know you. But like, there's levels. Not everybody needs to know all that. I mean, I get you're in love, I get you're proud of it, but it's just, stop it. I don't do PDA. I don't honestly do PDA at all. I don't like it, even on a minor scale.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Victoria?
I'm scared to speak because I feel like the app knows. So
Come on, you gotta hurry up.
You gotta try. You got 10 seconds.
probably watch us get to 9 minutes and it's like, basically, I don't know. I feel like I'm okay with it. I think that, like you said, you don't have to look. I mean, for me personally, I feel like I'm so deprived of affection that anything sounds nice. but I think that it's fine. I don't care. Just like as long as the bottom half of your bodies stay clothed, I don't care.
Right.
I don't.
I mean, they can stay closed if things can still happen.
That's true. But as long as I can't see things going inside of things, I'm fine. Kiss, hug, pinch, choke, do whatever you got to do. But
You say, wait a minute.
I didn't say anything. And do you got to
That okay? If you do that as PDA, that doesn't sound kinky. That sounds
Yeah.
like I need to call
what you got to do.
you on the buzzer. He's like, yeah, just
And
buy your
get
throat.
started.
It's like,
Just
oh,
don't start driving when I'm around.
Victoria. Can we talk? Do you need somebody to talk to?
Sis, as discussed last night, obviously. Hey, I'm really sad because of this thing that happened to me, and also I had to put my dog down. Oh, you had to put your dog down? Nigga, first of all.
First of all, you missed the whole that's also a thing where men just don't. You can't send a man 2 questions because he'll answer the second one and ignore the first one like it's not there. And you have to ask him again. He'll ask the first time he's seen it.
I didn't even bother. I was just like, let me just explain. Look, I don't like you. I was just sad.
Right. It's like, we not cool like that. I just needed to get my emotions
Homie had
out.
the nerve to say, oh, I know. Nigga, if you knew, why would you do that?
Because some men are persistent. Here's the thing. Somebody can know you don't like them, and because you don't like them, will pursue you that much more. It's called the internet, or just douchey people.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. It's like an ego thing. Sometimes it feels like, oh, I don't like you. I don't like you either. Oh, you don't like me, so now I need you to like me.
For what, though? Like, that's so dumb.
It's a pride thing. It's literally a pride thing. People need to know that they like. It's some people get off on knowing that somebody likes them more than they like them.
Okay, I'm one of those people, but at the same time, me knowing that you like me doesn't make me like you in return. It's just flattering. I mean,
Relationships are a lot, and people are a lot, and sometimes it's very tiring.
fair for sure. Since we're on the topic of relationships, let's talk about this kid that my aunt really is trying to set me up with and has consistently asked me about.
Still?
Yes.
All right, started from the beginning because I'm
Please,
aware.
Okay.
I mean, there.
hurry up. Speed explain before they cut you out.
Okay. He explains. Well, actually, see, this is one of the things where I have to kind of, because there's a lot of details.
Oh, then go on.
Okay.
Go for it.
Basically, what happened was that my aunt one day called way before the ambush happened. She called me one day to ask about my nephew, and she was just like, "Oh, I know this kid. He's really respectful. He's really cute. He's really sweet. I want to hook you up with him." I'm sitting here like, I don't do blind dates, especially not with people that my aunt, who is older than my mom, is trying to hook me up with. But okay. At which point I was like, okay, cool. Never forget it. We go to Pennsylvania for my sister's birthday. It's a surprise party. It's great. It's fun. We having a good old time. However,
Toy.
the second day that we're there, oh no, not my sister's birthday. Yes, it was my sister's birthday and my cousin's engagement party. The second day that we're there was my cousin's engagement party. My aunt did not show up. She called me and was like, oh, this guy is here. You want to talk to him? Please, no, I'm at this party. I don't really want to talk to anybody. So I say no. The next day, she calls me again. This time, she just puts that nigga on the phone.
Oh no.
And please know, everyone is there. My brother-in-law is there. My mom is there. Both my sisters are there. And Trini is there. And we're just like, hi. I'm like, yo, okay. He sounds nice on the phone. He's deep voice. He's cute as far as my ears can hear. And
As far as my ears can hear, as opposed to your
Like my ears know he's pretty attractive.
right. I mean, look, he's my type so far. So then, I'm uncomfortable. And I'm not uncomfortable because it's like, oh, it's a guy I don't know, XYZ. I'm uncomfortable, A, because I was ambushed. Like, I did not know that was going to happen. And B, he basically was like, give me your number. Like, as I'm on the phone, give me your number and your Facebook information. And I'm like,
In Facebook?
I'm like,
You want my Instagram? You want Facebook?
yeah, like that's girl. Well, that's the later part of the story, but yes. So I'm like, okay, and I'm uncomfortable. This is so visibly uncomfortable, and everyone in the car is like, this is the part that pissed me off. It's gonna piss y'all off too. Just wait.
I'm excited.
Yep. Everyone in the car is like, it's okay. Like, you gotta get yourself out there. X, Y, Z. Shailisha knows. Well, both of y'all know. I was previously, like, earlier in the year, last year, in a relationship that ended quite sadly. So, I was like, that's not my problem, y'all. My problem is that I was not ready for that, and so not every guy you date's gonna be Korean, Victoria.
That's so disrespectful.
It is. Like, first
scary.
of all, nobody's.
I was like, excuse me? She was like, yeah, not everybody you date's gonna be Korean. Like, I was like, well, here's the thing. I'm aware of that, A. B, I'm not only attracted to Korean men. I'm Victoria. I like all men.
I'm an older man that likes all.
Yes. That is quite literally me. I'm like, I like all men.
That's you, except less creepy.
Huh?
That's you, except less creepy.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, that's number one. Number two, if I was to go up to you and be like, right, she's with her husband now. If I was to go up to Zane and be like, interesting how almost every guy you dated was white, then it would have been a problem. But
You seem to have an affinity for vanilla.
if I had, so I'm like, I date 1.5 Korean dudes, and now it's a problem. Forget every other race of dude that I've ever talked to, been in short burst of relationships with. Just now, that's what matters. But anyway, that pissed me off, and it pissed me off for literally the entire freaking day. That night, we're getting ready to go to Janique's surprise party. I'm changing, and homeboy is texting me, and he's like, that's when I sent y'all the picture of him. His name on Instagram, I'm not going to say it, but it has something to do with marijuana. And I'm like, okay.
His name is Jamal 420.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And the pictures he sent me were A, of his face. I'm like, oh, he's pretty cute. So at least she said he looked like a 14-year-old. I was like, kinda.
He looks like he's in 10th grade. He wants to take you to the football game, walk around and share a single nacho.
You have to say the whole thing, like a Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, I hate you.